You look weird. I look amazing.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Gay Matts. It's Matt Steele.
It's Matt Palmer.
And so today, Mr. Matthew Palmer came home from work and I was sitting in the living room and he leapt through the door with a bounds, just whoosh, and he said, I need to show you something. He grabs his computer and he proceeds to show me this picture. Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's great, that's so exciting. What is that? I don't know what that means. A new era. I don't know what that means.
How does one see that and not know what it means? Clearly Mariah Carey's announcing her album, and the album's coming out on 7/23.
So the 7/23 stands for July 23rd.
Yes.
That's exciting, I get that. But the new era,
yes.
It's like, do we mean like the restoration period?
No, it means the album is starting the album cycle. You'll see the new performances, the new videos, the new singles.
Blah, blah, blah. All I'm hearing is just yada, yada, yada. I don't understand any of this. I don't understand this music term lingo.
We come from very different worlds. In my world, we say things a certain way, and I guess in the musical theater acting world, they say things a certain way. And so today, we're going to tell each other how to speak the language in which we are fluent.
Yes, we're learning a new language.
New language today,
yes,
Get excited.
Okay, so first let's start with era.
Era.
What the hell is an era?
An era is basically like a time in a musician's album cycle. If Mariah Carey's putting out this new album, she'll release the album, there'll be a second single, and basically all the singles and videos and performances and all her appearances that are going to be focused around promoting this album are occurring in this era.
So like each new album is a new era?
Yes, but it's like the singles and the videos are all, so like eras could last like 2 years.
Okay, so we're gonna teach Matt a new...
Yes, I need to know some musical theater terms.
Musical theater terms. So the first one that you didn't really ever seem to get was a book of a musical.
Yeah, because aren't books just books?
No. There are many components to a musical. There's the score to a musical, which is all the music, and there's the book of the musical, which means basically like the script, the reason why everything is happening.
So would the lyrics from the songs be in the book?
No, that's part of the score.
But a lot of the musicals, I see a lot of it is sung. So like with Les Mis, like what is the book to Les Mis?
Since Les Mis is entirely sung, the person who like decided the book of Les Mis picked from the actual novel of Les Mis, like we're gonna include this, we're not gonna include this, it's gonna go, we're gonna switch around the order of some plot
points. The use of the word book is confusing. You guys should look at that again. Another music term that people might not know is snatching wigs. Someone's gonna come up and like take the shine away from someone. Like if Carly Rae has been #1 for so many weeks and then like, you know, Beyonce comes out with the new song, what you would say is, oh my gosh, Beyonce's gonna snatch Carly Rae's wig. Some people Photoshop pictures of like bald other divas and their diva holding all the wigs of the divas because it's like, Mariah's back 2013 snatching wigs.
So the next thing we're gonna learn, when you sing, on Broadway you gotta be really, really loud, and a lot of people like to call that belting. But sometimes if you belt a little incorrectly, it's kind of just screaming. So there's a term for that, and that is called skrelting. So skrelting is a mixture of screaming and belting.
I have never heard that.
Like whenever you're like, oh, that girl is skrelting her face off, it's kind of just like she is screaming and belting, and I love it.
Wow. A new term that is used a lot on the boards, pressed. If a person is pressed, they are giving an unpopular opinion and giving it over and over and over again because they're so obsessed with whatever they're saying. They were like, Christina's gonna come back and have the biggest hit of the year! And like, nobody's here for that. Like, no one's thinking, oh yeah, Christina Aguilera is really at her peak these days. Or like, Beyonce can't dance or sing live. It's like, no one believes these things, but they'll keep saying it on the board. It's like, oh, girl is pressed.
Okay, so the next term we're gonna learn, it kind of goes along with skrelting. If you skrelt too much, you end up popping your nodes. And if you're not a singer, you might not know this, but nodes are little polyps that form on your vocal cords if you sing like incorrectly or too much.
In pop music, people get nodes and it's like almost a death sentence.
No, but see, on Broadway, if you get nodes, then that's kind of like a badge of honor. Oh. Like, I did it. Okay.
This one is a direct relation to Whitney Houston's iconic Diane Sawyer interview. Whitney is being asked about her drug use, and apparently there's some report that she had done like $200,000 worth of drugs or something.
This says $730,000 drug habit.
And her response was iconic.
I want to see the receipts from the drug dealer that I bought $730,000 worth of drugs from. I want to see the receipts.
And so, in pop music, whenever anyone is like spouting off these statistics, or like, ooh, this song is #1 in like XYZ in 30 countries, everyone's like, I want to see the receipts. Someone says they want to see the receipts, that means they don't believe you and are going to need some proof.
Okay. The next musical theater term that we're going to learn is kicking your face. Kicking your face basically means that you're on stage dancing the shit out of that choreography. Kicking your face, twirling and kicking your face. Scrub your face, kick your face, pop your notes, take a bow.
Another great thing we do in the pop music world, which I think is actually dying down, which is sad because it's really funny. We give our pop music divas like deity names. People call Britney Spears Godney. People call Christina Aguilera like Christina. Beyonce's Beezus, obviously. Mariah's Messiah. Like, it's really great.
The next one, basically, it's a term that musical theater people use when they're
Yes.
watching someone and they're totally killing it.
Yes.
And they're just like, oh my god, it's amazing. You watch them and you say, how dare she? How dare she? How dare she? How dare you be so talented?
Lastly for me, something to remember in pop music all the time.
Yes.
Is no matter how popular or unpopular an artist is, if they have music out, they have stans. If you don't know what stans are, it's basically a stalker slash fan. It's like the person that you really live for. It's like your #1 diva.
So yours is Mariah Carey.
Yes.
I'm Carol Channing's #1 stan.
Yes. So everyone is like really, really passionate about certain artists that are just flops. People stand for anybody, anything. Like Hilary Duff has stands still to this day.
Oh.
And you know, so if you're out there and you're standing for these underrated artists that you're really believing in because maybe one day they'll make it, keep doing what you're doing. But if someone is a fan of, you know, Beyonce, they may have to shade you, which shading is when you're mocking someone. It's kind of supposed to be a little underhanded, a little over your head, a little more subtle than like, you fucking asshole. It's more like, ooh, redheads, that's cute.
Oh. So what you just did there is shading?
It's shading. If you're so pressed and you keep talking shit on my artist, I may have to shade you.
Whoa, you're using so many terms.
And then people may have to take a seat when you have just been told off. You go, oh, then take a seat. Or
Take a seat. You didn't show me the receipts.
You didn't. So take a seat.
I'm gonna shade you.
Yes.
I don't know what.
Come on.
After we're done this video, you're gonna be like, oh, how did I do in the video? And I'll just be like, you're getting so much better.
That is shade. Yes, you've done it.
Shade.
Shade.
All right.
Great.
Whatever. All right.
Whatever.
Well, we're done. I guess.
think we're done.
I think we're done. I hope everyone learned something.
Yes.
Everyone learned a new language.
I hope so too.
Ooh.
And thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. It's Matt Palmer.
It's Matt Steele.
And subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, we put out videos twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays.
Yes.
And you guys can be our stans.
Yes! Stand
Yes.
for us. Stand for 2 gay Mats.
Stand for two. You guys are the 2 gay Mats.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Congrats to everyone.